3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome to our first ever top beer lockdown at the Lock-In.
Hello there.
With Marcus, yeah. So maybe we should be more social distance, right. Marcus. John, more come this way a little bit, or no? It's our first one, a virtual top beer. So we thought we'd give it a go and see what we can come up with, because we've both got lots of beers to get through, and we miss drinking them together. So this is like the new normal.
Yeah. This is a big positive of the lockdown, really. It is the fact, I mean, most people hadn't ever heard of Zoom, had they, before lockdown had happened. And this is it's a great way of doing things online. It's difficult for us to get together. That's why we haven't had many uploads over the last couple of years, because we've both got children and it's difficult to get together.
Yes.
And now we can. So,
and, just for the record, when I build my time machine, I'm going to go back in time and buy shares in Zoom before the lockdown. Not now, I'm kicking myself for not doing that, I think. But Mark's going to introduce the beer in a minute, but a little bit of history behind the beer. One of the beauties of our little Top Beer Tasters Facebook page is that people recommend beers, and the guy that a chap called Oliver, he recommended this beer. He saw it for £1 in B&M. I think it's B&M. In fact, he saw it for £1. So, like you do, to go and socially distance and queue up and get a couple of bottles. So
Keith bought these beers.
Yeah.
You paid £1 for them.
£1 for them. I'm not sorry, Marcus, disappoint you. Only worth £1. Yeah. I
always said you were tired.
Yeah, well, you know. The cat fits. Economic, I'd say, not tight. It sounds better. So I'll pass you over to Marcus now, and he can introduce the beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we've got is from Sadlers Brewery, and it's Thin Ice Pale Ale from Sadlers Brewery, and it's quite a nice bottle, actually, quite a nice label, 4.3% ABV, and I'm just going to read you the quick tasting notes, although in before we never used to, but it's quite good, to be honest, to read the tasting notes, and then you kind of have a little bit of an idea what you've got to look out for. So a Pacific Pale Ale with a soft citrus orange character and a refreshing gooseberry hop finish. So that sounds good, doesn't it?
So we're gonna pop off.
What we've said in the past? Often a good beer goes well with good food, and there is actually a cookery tip on here. So, use in beer battered coconut, shrimp, cheesy beer bread, or beer mustard. Oh, food matching, barbecue, smoked meats, fish, and Asian cuisine.
I've got no barbecue on the go. I've got no smoked meats in the fridge, and the local Asian community is closed at the moment, so I can't do anything.
Right. So
okay,
let's crack this open then, shall we?
What out of interest, Marcus, what beer bottle opener you got? What you got?
I'm using a camper van one tonight.
Yeah.
That's my camper van. Oh.
I'm using Duff. Where's that one from?
Oh, I'm guessing. Don't know.
Simpsons. Duff.
Simpsons.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Duff beer.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready? So I'm using my wife's computer, so it doesn't go everywhere and all over a keyboard. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, we're there. Oh, nice. Got a nice nose.
Oh, I didn't smell it from the bottle. It has, hasn't it? Very fruity it smells.
Remember, when you're drinking, it's only £1, so it's okay.
I'll tell you what that smells like.
Yeah.
You know when you go to florists and you smell a lot of like flowers and that?
Yeah.
It's got quite a floral scent to it. But fruity as well.
My wife will tell you, I don't go to a florist enough. It actually smells different from the
I'm
glass.
making myself sound good there, aren't I?
Yeah. Your friend told me. That actually smells different. It's funny, different cameras of different lights, because you're in
Yeah.
the light outside,
Yeah.
summer solstice almost. And I mean, like,
And to be honest, I'm looking at the screen, and it's the screen and what I'm looking at is actually very similar.
yeah.
So you are actually seeing a good rendition of the actual colour.
Mine's a bit more golden, because I've got obviously artificial light, but I've just got to talk about my glass a bit. This is I bought this glass a while ago. It says, keep calm and drink beer. And it couldn't have been the more perfect glass I got bought ages ago, over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, before lockdown. And it's a perfect glass all through lockdown. Keep calm and drink beer. I can't think of anything more.
Why not? Why not?
Well, are we?
Go on, let's give it a go then. I couldn't wait. I've already had a little sip, crafty one, but
got a bit on my hand there. Hang on. Actually, Mark. I can't do that.
It's got a very I think it's got quite a floral but fruity sort of smell with a sort of hint of toffee.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say very fruity.
It's quite sweet smelling. It smells quite sweet.
Yeah. Very flowery, I'll say. I'm not getting really, really hoppy coming through.
No, it's quite sweet. Smells quite sweet, doesn't it?
Wait, did you say the ABV, Marcus?
Yeah, 4.3. So it's not actually ultra strong.
No. Yeah.
Let's dig in then, shall we?
Yeah, let's dig in. Yeah. So I've got to be careful. I can't do that anymore because all the anti-bac on our hands, it might affect the beer.
Yeah. Right, let's go. Cheers.
Cheers,
Keith.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers, Marcus.
Cheers.
Yeah. Good. Cool, I like that. Cool, that's a really, really floral.
Oh.
Remember, it's a quid.
That's my second little sip. That's a big gulp that I had, but I did have a little sip. But it's so complicated, isn't it?
That's a good term. That complicated. I like that. Complicated because so many flavours through. So many flavours.
That's an amazing beer. And for £1, you paid £1.
I know. That's more than I usually pay, so it's quite good.
Yeah, you put the boat out this time. Push the boat out.
People buy me beer. I'm not used to buying beer. People buy me beer normally. So, sent Marcus a photograph earlier that I've from my shed. Wow. Too much beer. It's a hard life.
Wow. So first of all, you got it's quite sharp, isn't it? The first taste is very sharp. It's quite punchy, isn't it?
Very lively on the tongue, I'd say. Very lively on the tongue. Marcus said complicated. This is great terminology because it really is. And
then suddenly it goes like a sort of, there's quite a really sort of creamy sort of like vanilla-y taste, isn't there, almost?
Lovely, I love it. Very nice. Very good session beer, I'd say. Tastes a bit strong for me. It tastes a bit stronger than a 4.3. It does.
Shortbread. It's got a shortbread sort of kind of after the initial the initial sharp hoppiness. There's quite a sort of shortbread taste, isn't there?
Oh, I like that a lot.
That is very nice, and then
very, very nice. Different on each swig, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out the finish, really.
Oh, I like that. I can answer that. Marcus.
It's quite a floral finish, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say that floral and also very creamy on the finish, like you said a minute ago.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely, I can. Right, this
almost like having a fruit cheesecake. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. This is a good question for you, Marcus. So if pretend we're out of lockdown, we can go. Where could you picture yourself drinking this? You know, where could you go first?
I'll be honest with you. It's not really. I wouldn't really say it's a beer festival beer.
No.
I would say, I could picture myself drinking this in one of the sort of like very old inns in London.
Yes, okay, that's a good question. Good answer. I can picture myself drinking this like in like a pub beer garden on a really hot day, and it going down really refreshingly well.
Well, I'm in the garden.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit of a beer garden tonight because I've had a few beers.
When you have beer at home, sometimes so you get around in. No, but it's good choice this one. So
Yeah.
friend Oliver or Ollie, he recommended it, and the good thing about our little top beer tasters, when people see a beer on offer, we sort of recommend it to each other and shit. But I queued up for 20 minutes this one in social distancing. It's well worth it. The funny thing, when I bought it, the bloke at the till said, he goes, "Oh, a lot of people bought this today." I said, "I'm not surprised for £1, mate." He goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, I think it's because of the popular beer." I said, "No, I think it's because of the price."
The price has made it popular,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, to be fair, it's a good beer.
yeah,
I recommend that one.
yeah. But it's just to show you that they could sell cheap and sell high, sort of thing. You know, they sell a lot of it at a cheaper price, and sometimes it's better.
Yeah.
We have like a little group. We have a little we call the Top Beer In, and we have like a little a meet up every Saturday over the last few weeks in lockdown. And we were saying on there, you know, how the little breweries have done. We think done really well at this, and the bigger breweries are struggling, but the little ones done really well at it. And more people are buying, drinking beer at home, obviously, than ever before. But real beer, not your commercial beers, your proper real beers. So there's winners and losers in all this, and
Yeah.
I think the beer industry is on the smallest craft. I say craft now. Would you say, Marcus? Craft now, small breweries.
Well, craft ale. I think probably anyone who does beer. I mean, alcohol sales have gone through the roof, haven't they?
Yeah,
Over this lockdown, you know,
yeah.
it's not. It doesn't take a lot to imagine why. It's hot weather.
Yeah,
People are at home.
yeah, it's no, but it's moderation. But yeah, I've drunk more during this lockdown, but it's moderation. You know, I've just drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's basically I'm actually just need to clear my shed out because I've got so much beer in there. So I'm actually doing the shed a favour. So, no, but going forward, you know, if we can all stay safe and healthy, you know, I really hope you all our watchers are all safe and well and healthy. And thank you for following us, and thank you for seeing our channel. We're back now. We're back.
And if you're on Facebook, check out Top Beer Tasters,
yes,
which is our Facebook group.
yeah. I'll try and add it to our website, the Real Ale channel. I'll try and get that added on.
I'll add a link to this video.
Yeah, add link to this
In
video.
the description. So.
Yeah, it's good. So it's our first ever Top Beer lock-in.
And what a beer to start with. What a beer to start with, eh? So we've got to rate it.
Oh.
And I'm going to rate it. I think, let me just have another swig.
Yeah.
I'm going to rate that 8.5 out of 10. That's a really good beer. I really like it.
Going one more time. I'm going to go in. I like it. I really like it. I'm going to go an 8. I'll tell you why I'm knocking half off. For me, it's a little bit too lively. Does that make sense? Too
right.
Not like a lager, lively, but a bit too.
A little bit gassy, is it?
Gassy. That's the word. Yeah, like me on a Saturday night after a curry. But yeah, but a bit too gassy. So for me, I'm going to knock a half off that. So I'm going with 8. So
so between us, it's 8.25.
8.25.
8.25.
Yeah,
I think that's the first and a quarter between us, isn't it? Really?
I like that average review.
Yeah. So 8.25 for what's it called? Sadlers Thin Ice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. Pale ale. Yeah. A lot of pale ales. That's interestingly, you see more and more pale ales. never really went away, but you see more and more pale ales. Like IPAs are
Yeah.
up there, and there's still a lot of IPAs, but pale ale is, it's really, really coming back.
Yeah.
But pale ale's been around for years. It really has. No, so cheers everyone, and we want you to stay well, and keep enjoying beer. And don't forget to share any comments or beers or you want to recommend to us, and we'll be a hardship, but we have to go out and try them for you, your pleasure. Right. Cheers everyone. Take care.
Until next time.
Until
Take
next
care.
time. Cheers.
And we will see you soon.
Cheers. We'll go try and bring them together.
Clink.
Cheers.
Cheers.